In Hell's Kitchen, winning the dinner service typically means you're safe from elimination. But sometimes, Gordon Ramsay sees a performance so bad that he sends someone home anyway, even if they're on the winning team. Here are the times Chef Ramsay shocked everyone by eliminating chefs who thought they were safe. Carol Scott had a great start to her time on Season 5 of Hell's Kitchen, as Gordon sampled her signature dish, a roulade of veal with caramelized onions. The 29-year-old explained that she had originally worked in a beauty salon, and had only switched careers 4 years previously.
Looks like you ended up in the right place. That's delicious.
Thank you, Chef.
In terms of flavor, yeah, spot on.
Thank you, Chef.
Carol sailed through the first weeks of the competition without nomination. In Week 9, both teams were asked to create their own menus. And Carol got to work prepping a gratin dauphinoise potato dish that she assured her team was a favorite at a French restaurant she worked at. However, during service, when the dauphinoise potatoes made it up to the pass, Chef Ramsay was not happy.
Hard and raw, Chef.
Fucking hell. Why are the potatoes crunchy? Who cooked them then?
I did, Chef. If they go...
Instead of taking the dressing down, Carol attempted to pass the blame onto Andrea for not firing them fast enough. Chef Ramsay argued that the dish should have been pre-cooked before service, but Carol doubled down, calmly insisting it would take maybe 10 minutes to cook. And her vagueness made him even madder.
You're going a little bit loopy, you stupid cow.
To attempt to fix the undercooked potatoes, Carol smothered them in hot cream sauce. But once again, Gordon was unimpressed and tossed them in the trash.
I wouldn't even serve that to a fucking pig farm, madam. Forget it. You don't care, do you? Because if you did care, you wouldn't serve me that crap.
On the meat station, Carol hoped to redeem herself when she walked her steak up to the pass. But it was undercooked. When another steak was returned for the same reason, Chef Ramsay had seen enough and closed both kitchens down. According to customer feedback, the red team narrowly won the service, and the blue team were told to nominate someone for elimination. Carol was safe.
I'm in shock. I can't believe
sometimes you need a little luck.
I am the luckiest person in Hell's Kitchen ever.
Sadly for Carol, that luck didn't last very long. That night at the elimination ceremony, Chef Ramsay listened to Robert and Ben from the blue team fight for their spots, and announced he would be sending home the person who had sabotaged their team that night, and seemed to have given up.
Carol.
To the surviving contestant's shock, for the first time ever, Gordon had eliminated a member of the winning team. He based Carol's eviction on her inability to bounce back from problems, which she quietly accepted, and handed back her jacket.
It's very humbling to be standing here, a loser.
It's safe to say that working a dinner service in Hell's Kitchen is about as stressful as a chef's career can get. And for Season 7's Salvatore Coppola, the dream quickly became a nightmare. During the first week, he burnt his first capellini appetizer. But Gordon wasn't worried, as there was another one ready to go.
This one is a burn in the shallot, chef.
Again?
Yes,
you
chef.
just burnt it 2 minutes ago.
Week 2 went better, and he avoided nomination. But in Week 3, Chef Ramsay berated Salvatore so badly for failing to write tickets properly as a maitre d' that he decided Hell's Kitchen might not be for him.
How much you can take it? Fuck this. What are you doing? I'm leaving. Sooner or later you start breaking apart.
Salvatore was talked back into the kitchen by Jean-Philippe for Week 4's dinner service, where he had a faltering start on the fish station, but finally received some positive feedback.
Salvatore, you can cook.
Thank you, chef.
You're not a pizza chef. Stop downgrading yourself.
But in Week 5, his lack of communication became a problem, as he failed to answer questions from his teammates.
Salvatore, come here! Why have you stopped? You're not talking anymore. Why you stopped talking?
Sorry, chef.
Open up!
Yes, chef.
A week later, Salvatore made his biggest mistake yet. He tried to cover his tracks when he messed up a risotto order, and was busted by Chef Ramsay himself.
Working with a cook that tells lies is 10,000 times worse than working with a chef that can't cook! You just lost my trust!
In Week 7, Salvatore's performance went from bad to worse. During the 50th wedding anniversary dinner service, he had a number of communication issues, and appeared confused over several of the orders. By now, Salvatore was regarded as the weakest link by some of his teammates, who were concerned that he was on the notoriously tricky garnish station. It didn't start well.
Where's the garnish for the duck?
The garnish for the duck. Parsnip puree. Come on! Parsnip puree.
Salvatore himself was aware this was a make or break evening.
It's a big night for me because it's do or die. So everything I need to do perfect and not screw up anything. If you know, I made sure.
Salvatore repeatedly failed to make side dishes for the right number of entrees, and when he tried to correct his mistakes, the situation didn't improve.
Oh, now it's on fire. I mean, this is just extraordinary. Come on, Salvatore! That was fucking bullshit you're full of!
With a pass loaded with meat and no garnishes to be seen, Ramsay reached boiling point and took his frustration out on a trash can. When dinner was finally complete, Gordon gathered the two teams in the kitchen to give his feedback and ask for theirs.
Salvatore, rate yourself on a performance out of 10.
4 or 5.
You're 3 over. Very generous.
Luckily for Salvatore, when considering the team's overall performance, Gordon felt the men had got more food out, so the red team were told to pick someone for elimination. It seemed that Salvatore had gotten a reprieve, and Fran and Siobhan faced eviction. Chef Ramsay considered his options and decided that it was actually one of the winners who was the biggest loser that night.
Salvatore, come here.
Yes, chef.
Out of 7 services, you've had 1 good one.
Salvatore was eliminated, to the apparent relief of some team members, and admitted that after his run of bad nights, Gordon had made the right decision. In Season 8, Raj Brandston only made it to Week 3 of the competition before being eliminated, and some viewers questioned how the hapless chef managed to last that long. Raj started out with an unusual signature dish, a seafood and vegetable pancake. Unfortunately for him, it was dripping with oil.
Oh, he's going for a piss? A pancake that pisses.
During the first dinner service, Raj was given the job of waiter and struggled to remember the menu.
Good evening, madame. Hello, monsieur. We have an amuse-bouche this evening of a...
Raj wasn't thriving as a waiter, so was sent to help out on the pizza station instead. That didn't go much better.
The dough's there, you can't roll it. Roll the fucking pizza dough. Here's more mozzarella.
What? I rolled a fucking pizza dough. What are you doing? Are you fucking...
Despite being nominated for elimination, Raj made it through to Week 2. When the first order came in for dinner service, the blue team leapt into action. All except for Raj.
What did I just call out?
I didn't catch it.
Oh, fuck me. Useless.
Just over. When Gordon noticed that a large number of garnish dishes had been pre-made in advance, he wanted an explanation from Raj, who had picked up a new, unflattering nickname.
The big fucking sack of piss and wind. You're stacking up your garnishes, and it's getting longer and longer and longer and longer.
Raj was thrown out of the kitchen and went to cool off in the dorms, where the blue team soon gathered to discuss nominations.
Obviously, Raj.
Raj. All right.
Sorry, Raj.
All right, first nominee's Raj for obvious reasons.
Once again, he survived elimination. Week 3 kicked off with the Paramedic Service Challenge, where the teams were serving breakfast. Chef Ramsay wasn't happy with the lack of seasoning in Raj's eggs, which he didn't take very seriously.
Chef Ramsay is like, oh my God, there's no salt, there's no pepper. And I'm like, what the f? Go ahead.
Say that again?
No, say yes, chef.
Say that. Don't spit fucking scrambled egg in my face. Say that again. Say that again.
Yes, chef.
During dinner service, Raj was on the fish station, and after having his first attempt at grilled salmon rejected because he'd added his own sauce, the refire wasn't received well either.
It's raw. It's fucking raw.
It's real. Okay.
Raj made a final error that once again sent Ramsay into a rage. He pre-cooked 3 Dover sole dishes, which were wasted, leaving the team without any fresh fish to complete their orders. A furious Gordon told Raj to apologize to his customers for the embarrassing mistake. But Raj wasn't keen to enter the dining room in a dirty jacket.
If I tell you to get out there, I don't give a fuck if you got a thong up your fat crack. Get out there!
Though the blue team had a difficult service, the red team's results were worse, and they were asked to nominate 2 chefs from their team for elimination. After the women gave their passionate final speeches, Gordon was ready to make his choice, and to everyone's shock, he pointed at Raj, telling him he was completely out of his league.
I didn't get along with anybody. I didn't get along with Chef Ramsay. I didn't get along with Scott. I didn't like the menu. But it was a great experience. I had a great time.
The other contestants described Raj's removal as a treat and a gift, and the element of surprise certainly seemed to add to their happiness. During the first few weeks of season 11, Jeremy Madden, a lead cook from Los Angeles, California, gained a reputation for seeming lost and inexperienced, causing his team to worry that he might hold them back.
I don't know how to make a polenta.
I'm just a little concerned right now.
Man, I'll shit myself right now.
As he prepped for dinner service, sous chef James encouraged Jeremy to get moving, and his teammates agreed that he needed to pick up the pace and pull his weight.
Just waiting for the chef to come back so I can do the mushrooms.
So they're not done. You see what I'm doing? That was like a half hour ago, though.
Week 4 was an eventful one for Jeremy. As he took part in a punishment for losing the protein identification challenge, Jeremy, a previous stroke victim, became unwell and was visited by a medic, who took him to the emergency room. When he returned from hospital later that night, he was excited to hear that the chefs would be running a breakfast service the next day for emergency doctors and nurses.
I'm gonna pull my team through this and we're gonna beat this challenge, no matter what.
The teams were told to study and copy samples of each dish that Chef Ramsay had prepared as a guide to keep standards high. Jeremy was on the croissant breakfast sandwich station, but service didn't start well when Gordon called the first ticket, and Jeremy didn't respond.
Can I get an answer from you?
Yes, you can.
What was that callback?
I wasn't able to hear it, Chef.
Oh, fuck, man.
Minutes later, Jeremy drew Chef Ramsay's attention again for standing around the kitchen looking aimless. When Gordon asked him to help plate a smoked salmon and scrambled eggs, Jeremy discovered he didn't need to, as he found one that was ready-made sitting on the counter. But instead of being pleased that beautifully presented food was hitting the pass, Gordon called the team together to point out the obvious mistake.
Some disgusting pig brought me the sample scrambled eggs.
Gordon told Jeremy that he could have killed one of the life-saving medics in the dining room with the hour-old eggs and fish, and the rest of the blue team seemed to realize that service would run better without his help. They suddenly had an important errand for him.
Find me a rubber spatula, please.
Jeremy really shit the bed on this one, man. Jeremy, go run and find a rubber spatula in the back, please.
The blue team powered through the rest of the service and went on to win. The red team nominated Jacqueline and Mary for elimination, but Chef Ramsay had other ideas, saying that there was another chef present who was in way over their head. He sent the 2 women back into line and was ready to announce his decision.
The person leaving Hell's Kitchen is Jeremy.
In 11 seasons, Gordon had never seen a sample plate being sent to the pass. Jeremy admitted that he had done the wrong thing by bringing up Chef Ramsay's own dish, but he remained confident in his ability in the kitchen. In season 14, 45-year-old line cook Randy Bell proved himself to be a competent chef, producing unique dishes that impressed both Gordon and his guest judges, and received perfect scores.
Lobster's poached beautifully. Seasoned beautifully. You've forgotten nothing in the dish.
I just keep tasting home.
Yeah.
That's what I keep tasting.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Chef, score?
That's a 5.
As the weeks passed, though, Gordon reminded retired military veteran Randy that he wasn't looking for a line chef. He needed a head chef for his restaurant.
Do you think you have what it takes to become a leader?
I'm a good leader, chef.
Things went wrong for Randy in week 11, when he was tasked with overseeing the lobster risotto course for the closed charity dinner service. It was Randy's time to prove those leadership skills. But instead of taking control of his dish, Randy allowed all of his teammates to take part in cooking the 12 risottos on order, leading to customers on the same table being offered plates with inconsistent colors and flavors.
So, 2 the same colour, light and light, light. They're not the same taste. Get them all into one pan, then divide it into 2. So
Randy took the pans back to the stove to correct the seasonings, before plating the risottos. Once again, inconsistency was a problem, with some portions being larger than others.
I really just want to grab people by the throat tonight and just take them out of the kitchen. It'll be an easy kill.
And then, Gordon pointed out another obvious oversight. Instead of 12 plates on the pass, he was counting 16. When his team replated the dishes, he found he still didn't have the 12 he needed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. 3 more.
Randy scooped risotto onto the extra plates under Chef Ramsay's watchful eye. Finally, the risottos were consistent and correctly plated, and Randy's turn as leader was over. But he made it clear to his team that he wouldn't be forgetting what he considered their sabotage of his moment in charge.
If I leave, I leave. If I stay, I'm telling you right now, you are not going to like me tomorrow or tonight.
That night, the blue team won the service by a slim margin, and the red team were told to come up with 2 nominees for elimination. It appeared that Randy would be staying. Josh and Michelle found themselves in the firing line, and Gordon made it clear that his decision would be based on who didn't have control of their course, and then failed to bounce back.
Randy, young man, get over here.
Chef Ramsay told Randy that he was a fast learner who had done his family and country proud, but that he wasn't ready for the head chef's job. Randy was certain that it was his lack of kitchen experience that was actually his downfall, and wished he had had more.
Because if I could combine that with my leadership abilities, there's nobody in here that would have stood a chance.
Philadelphian sous chef Joe Ricci seemed a little overwhelmed during the first few weeks of season 15.
I got 2 minutes on my lamb. Got 1 hit the deck.
He made multiple rookie mistakes during service, which unfortunately got him noticed by Chef Ramsay for all the wrong reasons.
I call out a risotto and he's still standing there fucking gawping at me. Hey you, hey fuckwit, are you listening to me?
By week 5, his reputation wasn't improving, and a sauce spill onto the flat-top stove created yet another problem for Gordon.
My mistake, my mistake.
Get out, fucking get out. Now you're making history, you're gonna burn down the restaurants.
Despite the basic errors, Joe managed to stay in the competition until week 9, which is when Ramsay started to really lose his patience. Joe was on the garnish station and was responsible for the mashed potato, which wasn't up to Gordon's standards.
It's not, we've got dark stuff, white stuff, creamy stuff, bits that aren't mixed. You don't start tossing it, flipping like a fucking pancake.
His attempt to make French fries against the clock didn't go much better.
Oh my God. Can someone tell Joe what's wrong with these fries? Hey.
Joe's general confusion as tickets were called, and the rest of his team leapt into action, was the final straw.
I don't mind you bouncing back, but I need you bouncing back knowing what the fuck you're doing.
2 Wellingtons, 2 chars coming up. No.
The red team won the service, and once again, Chef Ramsay listened to 2 members of the winning team fight for their places in the competition before making his decision.
The person leaving Hell's Kitchen is Joe.
Explaining that he hadn't seen any progress from Joe in the 9 weeks he'd been observing him, Gordon let him go, despite being on the winning team. The other contestants were visibly shocked, but Joe accepted his fate. Gia Young was eliminated from the winning red team in week 4 of season 16, and she wasn't happy about it.
I think somebody else deserves to be out here. Who? I don't give a fuck, but I wasn't up for elimination.
During the first couple of weeks, some of the other women identified her as not being a team player, and by week 3, they felt it was time for her to go.
Is it fucked up to say that I wouldn't mind losing tonight to get rid of her?
She was accused of not pulling her weight during punishments in meal prep, where she spent more time complaining than helping get the job done.
I've been watching her the whole time. She'll pick your lightest thing to do. It's like she doesn't like doing prep. It irks me.
When Chef Ramsay criticized the way she had cut her Wellingtons, she told him she'd nearly cut her finger off in the process. When he looked at the apparent wound, there was 0 blood to be seen, but plenty of attitude.
Oh my God! You're such a drama queen!
Someone need a medic?
No, nobody needs a fucking medic.
In week 3, Gia went up against Jessica for elimination, and came out with an unusual reason that Gordon should choose her, one that her teammates didn't agree with.
I don't never come in here with an attitude
Kimberly, what is it?
What she's telling you, Chef, is a lie. She does have a nasty attitude.
Chef Ramsay allowed her to remain in Hell's Kitchen that week, but told Gia she had dodged a bullet. The next week, it seemed that Gia had learned nothing from her close shave. When Gordon criticized her garnishes, he became more irritated when she didn't appear to be hearing his feedback.
Hey, when you throw your arms in the air like that, what's all that for?
No, what I'm trying to say that I'm answering, I'm focused, I'm listening.
Gia felt that Ramsay's scrutiny of her mistakes in the kitchen was unfair.
He's fucking riding me for no fucking reason, yo.
Keep it together.
Like, he just keeps picking on me. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Let's keep it together.
Gia felt relieved when she discovered she was on the winning team for week 4 service, as she felt she was now safe from more drama.
I'm glad that the red team is finished its service, because I know if we would have lost, you know what? Y'all would have found some fucking way to blame me.
That night, Coop and Aaron were nominated by the blue team, and they waited patiently to hear who was going home. And that person was...
Gia.
Gordon told Gia that her team had lost faith in her, and she wasn't ready for the leadership role he was offering in Las Vegas. He had no regrets about his decision.
I gave Gia a second chance, which proved to be 2 chances too many. See you, Gia.
Ben Walanka first appeared in Season 5 of Hell's Kitchen, when he made it through to Week 12, before being eliminated.
You have an amazing amount of energy that any chef would love. Hey, keep hold of that.
He returned for Season 17, All-Stars, and announced that he'd be approaching the experience more calmly, instead of with the gung-ho attitude he had the first time.
It's easy to sort of burn out. This time, I need to really pace myself. I don't have any agenda other than to win.
That wasn't just down to maturity. He described the 10 years since he had last cooked in Hell's Kitchen as rough.
You know, this time, I'm fat and I'm old and my diabetes and fucking eyes are terrible.
His appearance as an all-star didn't start off as well as he would have liked, when Gordon was unimpressed by his signature dish.
I've never seen a chicken breast stuffed with fucking rice. What the fuck? You got bland on bland. It's a 2 out of 5, Ben.
Ben's week wasn't about to get any better. As the chefs relaxed in the dorms before dinner service, Manda noticed that Ben's color wasn't quite right, and he revealed that he'd only recently been diagnosed with diabetes and was learning to deal with the ups and downs. He left to check his sugar levels, and when he was still feeling unwell, with 30 minutes to go before service began, he decided to check in with the medic.
I'm just lethargic and my eyes are just blurry as shit. It's like someone threw sand in my eyes.
With his vital signs all within normal range, Ben was confident that he was well enough to join his team in the kitchen without incident.
Tonight I'll give it 100% and I'm not going to make a spectacle by falling in the kitchen.
However, he seemed to be struggling to concentrate, and to keep up with the fast pace of orders and timings being yelled at him.
And we'll go in 3. Ben!
I'm sorry, I clocked out for a minute.
After serving raw salmon, which Ramsay smashed with frustration, Ben was determined to turn the service around. The pressure was on, but he didn't appear to be coping with it well.
You okay? Whoa, shit. I'm good.
The refired salmon was accepted, and the blue team went on to win the service. After a discussion back at the dorms, the red team nominated Elise and Manda for elimination. They both defended themselves passionately, and waited to hear who would be sent home.
My decision is... Ben.
Chef Ramsay feared that Ben didn't have the fight in him to go the distance against his all-star competitors. And Ben admitted that Gordon had made the right decision.
Big Ben, more like big liability. He clearly wasn't going to be able to keep up, so I had to let him down.